Good morning, campers. Happy Monday. And as always on Mondays, we're going to sit down and we're going to break down the energies of the week so you can understand them and you can use them for your advantage. So let's give it a start. I want to start from highlighting the fact that this week is the week where April starts. April will be one of the most, if not the most, magical month of this year, the most powerful month of this year, the most pivotal month of this year. Many things astrologically and energetically will be happening on April. I don't want to go into details because it's a whole different topic. I will post about this on my Instagram tomorrow because I've channeled a lot of April messages for you guys. So make sure to check that out. As we fill into this week, we will definitely feel into April already. But the whole sort of a theme of April, if I would give you one statement for April, it would be, what are you ready to fight for? What are you ready to fight for? April's going to be crazy energy. April's going to be Aries energy. April's going to be on fire, warrior fire. What are you ready to fight for? Are you ready to fight for yourself? Are you ready to fight for the best life? Are you ready to fight for that relationship that is your dream relationship? Are you ready to fight? What are you ready to fight for? So to explore that theme, make sure to go and check my Instagram tomorrow. And now let's dive into this week because energies are really beautiful. I have a couple of teams that I've channeled, a couple of messages that I've channeled and things that they've been showing me in meditation. So let's start from the first one. This week is a week of full moon. We're going to experience full moon in Libra. Libra is all about balance. So what I was hearing was, for a theme in that context of this week, great relationship balance. Great relationship balance. Where do you need to balance your relationships? Relationships, when we talk about relationships, we talk about relationship with friends, partnerships, romantical relationships, connections, your relationship with self, your relationship with basically anything and anyone. Now, if you've watched me last Monday, last week kind of prepared us for this moment, right? Because last week we were talking about the energies of reviewing. Where are you still giving your energy and you don't feel that this energy is being returned, multiplied, replenished, reciprocated? Where are you still leaking energy? So if you feel like this is something that resonates and applies specifically to your life, make sure to watch my last week's video. And in between those videos last week, I've also done a video about energy leakage. How do we know that we're leaking energy? How do we know that we're giving energy towards some place, someone, when that energy is not being reciprocated? And what do we do to course correct that? So last week they've been showing us, our guides, universe, God, whoever you pray to, however you call it, they've been showing us where are we still leaking energy, the test, the signs, the synchronicities, the examples in your life. What you've been through last week was showing you, whether it's your work, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your friendship, whether it's relationship with self, your emotions, your feelings. Where are you leaking energy? Now, this week, the energy of that full moon sort of brings a cycle ending on that topic, because remember, when we talk about a cycle of the moon, new moons are about energy downloads. New moon is when something is seeded in your mind about things that are not in alignment, things that are not resonating, things that should go out of your life, things that you need to course correct to be more aligned. But when the new moon starts, it's sort of a download on a level of the mind. It's internal. So you are learning lessons, seeing tests. Your body is feeling into that change, but the change is not yet manifested into the 3D world. It's on the level of 5D, on the level of energy, your inner self. You're receiving information from your higher self. So this is what's been happening those last weeks, specifically last week, when we've been sort of internally feeling, where are we leaking energy? Now this week, because it's a full moon, so the full moon is a culmination of a cycle. It's a release. It's where we're actually going to have the opportunity to bring those changes that we've been feeling into fruition. So you figured out last week, where are you leaking energy? Job, again, relationships, romantic relationships, your partner, where are you leaking energy? Now, Libra brings the great relationship balance energy. What does it mean? It means that we are asked to sit with ourselves and say, no more energy leakage. Perhaps there's a person, relationship, activity, passion, emotion, place that you know that is destined. You haven't been giving enough of your energy. You haven't been giving enough of your time, your effort, your passion, and you know, and you feel it in your gut, this is destined. This is where I should redirect my energy. But in the same time, where do I take it from? Those have been the relationships, activities, people that I've been giving too much of my energy because I give, and it's not being reciprocated. It's not being returned. It's not being multiplied. Again, if you feel that this resonates, make sure to go ahead and watch, especially my video about energy leakage. That's going to be very helpful. Okay, next thing that they've been showing me for this upcoming week that started today. It's really beautiful and it's really powerful. I was hearing that one phrase, I want to introduce you to the new you. And they were showing me a stingray. Stingray is about backbone, is about building really the strength of your authentic character on which your life will be built, right? So if you watch me, you would know that I've been talking about the fact that we have been preparing for the new year and the new 9-year cycle, the magical fire horse year. And in those last weeks, since February 17th, when the year started, we've been still in the incubator, right? Because we already, we were renewed, we went through death and rebirth, but we weren't quite ready to anchor ourselves in the energy of new year. We weren't quite ready to step fully into that new year. This week, I want to introduce you to the new you. The you is already new. The great renewal has happened. Now it is being anchored. Now you're really getting to know the new you. There is no point of return. If you've been doing the work, if you have been on that wagon, there is no point of return. They've been showing me the backbone, the stingray, which is the backbone, and it's sort of also a phoenix, the great phoenix that rises from the ashes, because we've been burning, we've been releasing, we've been burning karma. But when you burn, there is a stage when you sort of are there, melted in the ashes. And there's a moment when you're ready to rise. And this is this moment. Because remember, now it's sort of we're ready to step into our greatness. You're ready to step into your greatness. And when I talk about spirituality, I actually posted about this. I had a download yesterday. I posted about this on my Instagram stories. That spirituality is truly about descent and ascent, right? Descension and ascension. Many people forget about this. They just want to go upwards. They just want to live better. They just want to be namaste, linen pants. But this is not what spirituality is about. Spirituality is the embodiment of what we preach, not just sprinkle on top of crap. So we do have to descend into the darkness of our shadows, into the darkness of this world, into the darkness of human ego, to be able to face our ego with the energy of our spirit and then ascend, and to ascend into the greatness of our spirit in connection with our higher self. And this is what this week is about. We've been descending in the past months into the karmic wheels, karmic patterns, karmic relationships. What do I have to let go of? What do I have to shed? What do I have to burn? What do I have to remove from my life? We've been facing our shadows, facing our fears, facing our darkness. We are ready for the next step. Its wheel is constantly turning. What goes up must go down. We went down, now we're going up. We are ascending into the greatness of our spirit. If you've been doing the work, if you've been releasing, if you've been seeing the patterns, courageously saying enough is enough, you will feel this week, the ascension, right, to the greatness. And going back to what I said about throat chakras clearing, going back to the stingray, you will feel into the sense of self. You will activate the confidence with that energy of fire of April. We're going to have to learn we will talk about this at the end, to work with that fire, because we need fire that sustains, builds, drives, not fire that burns. So really, again, I want to introduce you to the new you, the new you that has a backbone, the new you that listens to your fire, your dharma, not external people, not external influences, not the petty ego self, your greatness, the you that is great, the you that can conquer everything. Next theme is also beautiful. And I feel like it ties into the previous one. So they kind of go together. We will have the opportunity to feel into them really together. So they've been showing me sharks. Sharks is as animal spirit. They represent truth, the raw, organic, authentic truth, right? Without sort of any kind of an environment. This is the truth. This is the truth. And this week is an opportunity for truth embodiment, right? And in context of no illusions, no deceptions, no white lies, no rerouting truths, truth, your true nature, your true desire, your true self. This goes back to introduce you to the new you. Who are you? Right? Who are you? Like sitting in front of yourself with a mirror and really asking. And remember, you cannot respond with any illusion of the physical world, with any label, with any, just this raw truth. Who are you? What did you come here to do? As a soul, as awareness, what did you come here to achieve? No, you're not a son of this. No, you're not a lawyer. No, you're not a victim of that. No, you're not of what happened to you and what you feel and the label that was slapped onto you from the moment you were born. Who are you? The raw, deep soul truth. The true nature. And now, because on Monday, today, so that truth is going to be especially powerful today and tomorrow, because Venus is entering Taurus. She's going to sit there for a while, good couple of weeks. But this is where the moment when the gate opens, the moment of shift, the moment of movement is always especially powerful. So she's entering Taurus today and tomorrow. And this is very feminine energy. This is very embodiment energy. This is very grounding. Remember, go up, go down. This is on that wheel. This is the moment when we've created, especially with that full moon. Now we're grounding. Now we're feeling. Now we're embodying, right? So it's time to embody. How do we understand that? Feel that truth in your body. Feel that truth in every cell of your body. Feel that truth in your heart. Feel that truth in your bone. And if you remember last week, we've mentioned that we have been sort of prepared for this theme as well, because we've been talking about, listening to our intuition, feeling our intuition in our body. This week, we can feel it even more. This is the truth. Who are you? This is me. Ooh, I feel it in my body. I feel this part of my dharma. I feel this part of my destiny. I feel that, what are you ready to fight for? I feel it in my body. And we're going to talk about practices for this week at the end, as always. But this is where I want you to understand that any practice of a mind, soul, body connection, connecting to your body, listening to your body, honoring your body, is going to be very, very, very important this week, especially after the full moon, as always, in preparation before the next new moon. As we release, especially if you're a woman and especially if you're going to bleed around those days, rest. We are not allowed. We're not meant to do anything when we are releasing with blood, okay? Anything. Rest and release. There's powerful and potent energy release that is happening when we are on our periods. Whole different topic that came to my mind. Maybe it's relevant for some. Maybe you need to understand that. So this theme is inviting us to embody truth. Who are you? Use that truth to feel it in your body, to feel it in your heart, to feel it in your cells, to feel it in your existence, physical existence, and use it as guidance. Allow that truth to guide you. Allow the feeling of your body to guide you. Listen to your body. This week, we are listening to our bodies, and that theme and that energy were sort of beautifully looped and closed on Friday, sort of a culmination as well, because of the presence of Pluto, the lord of the underworld. Pluto is the one that removes illusion. So Friday may be that day that certain things will really land, that you will ask that question, who are you? And you will actually hear a clear as day answer. That certain things will be revealed, that certain illusions will collapse. Maybe you have something in your life that you have built on an illusion, a relationship that is built on an illusion of love, that is actually a karmic love, not real soul love, a career that is built on an illusion of what you thought was an ambition, and now you will realize that this is just an illusion of the matrix. Illusions will collapse on Friday, so watch out for that. All right, and the last thing that they were showing to me, this was really magical. This was magical and was mysterious. So each and every one of you can feel into that differently, because as they started showing it to me, there was some sort of, I'm getting chills now even, there was some sort of a mystery around it. And I was hearing life is a mystery. Life is a mystery. We're not meant to understand everything. We're not meant to know everything. We are sort of meant to walk in blindfold, right? So as souls, we know that the moment we come here on earth, even if we ascend, even if we awaken spiritually, even if we walk towards enlightenment, Christ consciousness, and we will know a lot, we will never know it all, because we're not meant to. Our human bodies are designed, they don't have the capacity to understand everything. This is why it's so important to tap into the portal of your heart, because the portal of your heart, if you are a feminine, additionally, portal of your womb, are the portals that actually are the bridge to what's beyond the veil, to the other realm. So you can actually feel into many things through your heart and through your womb if you're a woman, and anyone can do it through the heart space. But we're not meant to know it all. It's a great mystery. And now they were showing me an owl. An owl is a good omen. So those of you who will actually see an owl this week, destiny, this message was definitely for you. Good omen. And I was hearing, obviously this theme applies to everyone, and it applies to everyone who's watching, but I'm saying that if you actually will see an owl, which can be on your feed, it can be however they will want to show you an owl. If you will see like literally an owl like fly like almost into your face, one magical being, but you know what I mean. Wherever you will see the sign, it will carry a power. Owl, and what I was hearing as well with that, a great gift may appear. Because we're stepping into our greatness, because we are looking the truth into its eyes, because we are ascending, we may receive a gift. Remember, a gift can be spiritual, it can be physical, abundance, a new person into your life, it can be an insight, it can be a download, it can be a revelation. So pay attention for that. Really notice, because people as well tend to, when they hear a gift, they say, oh, I'm going to meet someone, I'm going to win a lottery. It may be the case for some, but gift can be a spiritual activation, an enhancement of your gifts, a clearer route, path, or clarity around specific thing that you already knew. Confirmation, a sign. It may as well be that you will see that owl, and it will be confirmation, and everything you wanted, everything you dream, everything you feel into that beautiful heart of yours, it can be yours. You're on the right path. So what's important with that owl and that good omen and that energy of, receiving gifts and really seeing those gifts, working with the universe. So don't be stubborn. No, this is what I want, and anything else I won't see. So many people are sort of right? This is what I want. I want love. I want abundance. And then they're not seeing the lessons. They're not seeing the karmic opportunities to actually grow, expand, and prepare for those beautiful gifts. So really see the gift in everything. This is not about false gratitude, that we've talked about this in past couple of weeks, I feel, but it's about really seeing the gift in everything. So it's not about forcing yourself to believe that this is good, but in your body you feel that this is bad, but it's actually understanding through your body that whatever happens, it happens because it had to happen. And there's always an opportunity to grow, expand, learn, and use that thing for something, for your benefit. So follow your body and follow your heart. And if you see that owl, pay attention what you were doing, what you were thinking about, where were you? It's all going to be important. Everything in the universe is divinely planned, calculated to a millisecond. There are no coincidences. There's a little bit of randomness, obviously, but there are no coincidences. So when you see that owl, if you see that owl, first of all, come back and drop me a comment. But if you see that owl, where were you? What were you feeling? What were you thinking about? It will matter. It will matter. All right, and to close, we're going to talk about some practices that you can do this week that will be great for this week. First practice is honesty. Honesty this week is your best policy. Honesty is always your best policy, to be quite frank. Deceptions, lies, even white lies, it's always low vibrational. Sometimes there is no other way in very limited situations, really, but we're always invited to be honest, to lead with honesty, to lead with truth, but not just speaking truth. But remember, there's a deeper theme here. Speak from your inner truth, live from your inner truth, embody the truth. Who are you? Remember that. Who are you? So honesty. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about your dreams and desires of your soul. Be honest about your fears. Be honest. Remember what I always say to you guys, and I always highlight this so strongly, especially when we do work around shadow work, and we talk about shadow work. Denial is the biggest enemy of growth. Until we accept something, acknowledge something, take accountability for something as an individual and as collective, we won't be able to grow. So until the moment we shift blame, because my ex, because my parents, because men, because women, we have part in every doom, okay? What is your part? honesty. Honesty is the policy for this week. Be honest with yourself. From the big things, again, like I said, desires of your soul, fears. From the moment you're honest, your guides will help you. They will help you to move through it. But also be honest with others. Say when you don't feel like doing something. Say when something doesn't resonate with you. Say if you disagree with something. Always with respect, always with maturity, always with love. But be honest. Honesty is the practice for this week. Next practice, we already mentioned this briefly, body connection, connecting to your body. So whether that's somatic dance, listening to your body in meditation, self-massage, yoga, self-care will be beautiful. So that home spa, a beautiful scrub, you can make it yourself around the full moon. That would be a beautiful practice as well. Listening to your body, allowing your body to rest. If your body wants a warm bowl of soup and to spend the afternoon in bed, do it. If your body feels like moving, move it. Listen to your body. But if I was to give you one practice, I would say somatic dance. So if you don't know what it is, if you've never done it before, if you feel intimidated, it doesn't matter. Just put your favorite music. I always recommend it's a little bit better to, but it doesn't really matter. No, that's a mistake. No, let's go back. Put on your favorite music. No shame what that is. It doesn't matter what that is. And just dance. And as you dance, this is the whole misunderstanding as well about dancing. Dancing, the whole life really, is not about performing. It's not about how am I doing? Am I doing it right? Dancing is about releasing trapped energy and connecting to our bodies. It's an ancient practice. So set some music. You can do angel shuffle. Maybe your guides will actually show you what you need through words, through music, through tones. So just a random shuffle, whether that's a random Spotify list that you've never heard before and you just found it, or through your music library. But as you dance, don't think about how do I look? Am I flexible enough? Am I doing the movements right? It doesn't matter. Feel into your body. Close your eyes. That's the best practice as well for somatic dancing. Close your eyes. Feel into the music. Forget about everything. Take a few deep breaths and just move your body. If you need to move your upper body more, if you need to move your head and shake your head, if you need to move your booty, your legs, whatever. Feel into your body. Follow your body. That's going to be the most beautiful practice. Honor your body. Listen to your body. That you can do this week. And when we talk about listening, just a side note, when we talk about listening our bodies, it's the acknowledgement. So sometimes when you feel pain, when you feel discomfort, when you feel stiffness of your muscles, your headaches, or whatever, wherever you feel pain, what your body wants is to be acknowledged. So say to yourself, whether that's out loud or in your mind, I acknowledge you, I see you, I feel that this part of my back is hurting, this part is stiff, just release. I give you permission to heal. I give you permission to release. I'm not going to be popping pills. I'm not going to be telling you that I know better how you feel, my body. I listen to you. There's pain, there's discomfort, there's stiffness. I allow you to relax. I allow you to heal. I allow you to release. What do you need? Tell me what do you need. I will do what you need. Do you need me to move? I will move. Do you need me to sleep? I will sleep. Do you need me to get a massage or self-massage and take a warm bath? I will do that. Listen to your body. Next practice, we're in the practices now, is moving through discomfort. So this is, it kind of links to all of the themes, the truth, the what are you ready to fight for, right? And you're going to read about this on my Instagram in detail, but what are you ready to fight for? It means that there will be tests, there will be challenges. You will have to prove yourself to the universe to really, before you actually will be able to start to ground your dreams into existence, you really have to prove in April, what are you ready to fight for? We need courage, we need boldness, we need decisiveness, we need commitment. So there will be discomfort, there will be fear, there will be insecurity, there will be unknown. Life is a great mystery. Maybe that will be the moment you will see an owl. Move through discomfort. Life, and this is the whole mystery of life. People think that people who really live on their abundant timelines, on their dharmic timelines, they're happy, they have everything, they have abundance, they have health. They are just the ones that know how to manage emotions better. They know how to manage the descent better. They're not babies about it. They still feel fear. They still don't know. They say, right? We just move through it. That's the whole secret of it. We just have the courage to move through it, because there are moments of your life when you're going to feel pain, when you're going to feel discomfort, but when you already know that this is not negative, it's just something that happens. What goes up goes down. Now I feel a little discomfort. I will breathe through it. I will move through it, whether that's physical, emotional, however you feel it in the moment. Accept the fact that darkness, discomfort, challenges, low vibrational emotions are part of life. And it's not about removing them. It's about feeling through them, acknowledging them, managing them, conquering them, knowing how to work with them. So that's another practice. Next practice is to, and that's an important one, offer something to the universe. That's something that I've actually heard. Offering to the universe. What does it mean? Sometimes universe always wants us to work with it. But sometimes we need to, what are you ready to fight for? Offer something. So whether you feel like you already received certain gifts, or be it you saw that owl, or be it you received certain gift this week, offer something to the universe, something that matters to the universe. Remember, energy matters, right? So, but it can be really anything, as much as your intention is good, right? So you can offer, or if you haven't received that gift just yet, you can say to the universe, if I receive that, if I receive this gift, if I receive this sign, if I receive this, whatever it is that you want to receive, whether it's going to happen this week or maybe in years, this week is a week to make the offering. If that happens, universe, I will go on 7 days water fast. If that happens, I will make a charity donation to something. If that happens, I will then make sure that I will address this shadow and this wound that I've been afraid to address. Make sure that that offering is actually something that matters to you. Because when we offer something that we don't care, like to offer, you have millions in your bank account, I'm going to donate $1,000. Yeah, whatever, dude. Make sure that offering is something that really, I always say the best offerings are offerings of our time and energy, right? So like I said, fasting, working on a specific shadow, you would know what will matter to you, or meditating for 5 days straight for an intention towards humanity, other people, a specific person, whatever that is, it will come to you. Make an offering to the universe. 2 more practices. One very simple, we should practice every day all our life: trust. Trust. Remember, life is a mystery. Remember, you have to listen to your body, listen to your heart, even if you don't understand it logically. Trust. This week is all about trust. Trust in everything that is happening. Trust you're guided. Trust you're protected. Trust you're supported. Trust universe, God, the divine is with you, and your higher self is guiding you through this journey. And the last one, learn to work with fire. It's something that we will explore when we talk on Instagram about energies of Aries of April. But learn to work with fire. Just a side note, especially if you're masculine, but not only, I've done a video recently about celibacy, actually 2 videos, and part 2 is specifically for the masculines, how to work with your energy rising when you do decide to be in celibacy and you're not in partnership. But these practices that I've given you in that video, celibacy aside, even if you're not there, or you are in relationships or you're not in celibacy, they actually work for everything, for working with that fire. That fire within us sometimes gets out of control, right? And the fire, if we lack maturity, if we don't know how to work with that fire, it's fire that burns, and we need a fire that creates life, that creates movement. So this is where we need to learn to direct our fire, channel our fire, tame our fire. And how we tame it, how we understand it, we feel into it, we understand that in the end we cannot really control it, but we can direct it so it doesn't burn. It creates life, forward movement, things within our life. So learn to work with that fire through those practices of moving energy through your body. All right. right. It's been an extremely long video, but this week is important. This week is important. I really wanted to make sure that I give you all the energies and all the themes. Beautiful week that will set the tone, not just for the whole April, but for the whole year. April is the great portal, Remember that it's also number 4. I mentioned this. I'll mention this in my Instagram post. It's Aries energy. Number 4, masculine energy, fire energy, stability, security, foundation, extremely powerful month. So let's enter that month as we should. We've been preparing for this. Use all those energies. Make sure to save and let me know if you see that owl. And yeah, I love you so incredibly much, and I'm sending you all the positive energy for this week.